What is going on, you guys? It is officially the spooky season, and today will be an exclusive horror manga haul. Now, I don't want to waste any time getting into this, but I do hope you guys are having a great Halloween season. But let's go ahead and jump right into the manga haul. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this manga haul off right with some volumes from the king of horror manga himself. We have Junji Ito. Now, I ended up picking up 3 volumes from Junji Ito, and those will be Shivel, Smashed, finally Sensor. Now, Shivel and Smash, which are these two right here, are a collection of horror short stories, which I have always preferred short stories over longer stories, but Sensor right here is a complete full series right here. Now, during Halloween, I ended up reading Sensor and the entirety of Shivel. Now, Shivel was my favorite volume of the 2 I read. In this short story collection, my favorite one was definitely The Long Dream. So I do need to read Smashed right here. But these are all of my first Junji Ito volumes ever. And to be honest, I think Sensor right here was a really good one to start out with. It wasn't too crazy or too scary, but I actually think this was a very good story, and it was definitely creepy at times. But there we have my first 3 volumes of Junji Ito, and make sure you guys comment down below what your favorite Junji Ito is. Next year's Halloween, I definitely want to read Uzumaki. That's probably his most famous work. But let's go ahead and put these to the side. And then next up, we have the complete series of PTSD Radio. I've heard this is a very, very scary manga, and I am filming this on October 31st, so I'm probably going to read this entirety tonight. So I am really excited to read this. Plus, it's pretty quick with only 3, I guess you could call them omnibuses because they are pretty thick. But there is PTSD Radio. I actually think this series right here is probably the scariest one I picked up throughout this entire haul. So I'm super excited to read that tonight. And then moving on, we have a series that I would call more of a psychological thriller than like a horror manga, but that is Homunculus. Now, I picked this up because this is in a lot of people's top favorite manga. This is one of the best rated seinen manga out there, and I've been wanting to collect it for a while, and then when I realized it was a psychological thriller, I just went ahead and picked it up for this Halloween, and I ended up reading a full volume of this, or full omnibus, so 2 volumes really. And so far, I am really liking this story. The artwork in it is insane. It is so good, and it definitely has a very creepy aspect to it. But I got everything that's out so far, which is Omnibus 1, Omnibus 2 right there, number 3, number 4, which this artwork on the front is so cool. This is definitely my favorite cover. And then lastly, we have volume or omnibus 5. So I am up to date. I believe there's going to be one more omnibus if I'm not mistaken, or this omnibus right here completes the series. I'm not too sure. But yeah, there's Homunculus right there. And guys, I mean, just look at these volumes. These are just solid bricks. Like, look at how thick all these volumes are. Despite being so thick, these are actually very high quality. The pages are really nice and thick. There is Homunculus up to date. And again, I am really loving this series. It's definitely a really creepy manga. Now, coming to the very end of this manga haul, we have a vampire manga. And I've already read 3 volumes of this, and it is absolutely phenomenal so far. But that series is Helsing. Now, as you can see, I did get them in the single editions. These are the brand new editions that are out, because I'm sure those of you that know about the series has seen them in the deluxe editions, which I have no problem against the deluxe editions. I think they look great. But for me, I love my covers, and if you take a look at the deluxe editions, they're all the same cover. It's just like a cross on it. But I love my covers, especially for this series. It has some really cool ones. And to be honest, I just like reading single editions better. Plus, I mean, look at these spines. These might be some of my favorite looking volumes in my entire collection. These look so good with the red. But let me go ahead and show you all the covers to this. So we have volume 1 right here, with Alucard on the front. Guys, he might be the coolest character in any anime or manga I've ever seen. The only character that comes close to beating him is probably like Spike from Cowboy Bebop, but he's just the coolest main character ever. But there's Volume 2, and then Volume 3, Volume 4, which looks incredible. That looks awesome. Volume 5, which is another one of my favorites. Volume 6, Volume 7, and lastly, Volume 8. Now there is 10 volumes in the single editions, but Volume 9 and 10 aren't out yet. I think they're coming out like at the end of the year or the start of 2025, I'm not sure. So it is a bummer that I'm gonna have to wait a while for the last 2 volumes. But the reason I picked this series up is because I am really into the Victorian era vampire genre right now, and currently I am reading the book Dracula by Bram Stoker this Halloween, and it is really good so far. But I just love my spooky Victorian era genres, so if you have any recommendations for any other manga like Hellsing, definitely leave them in the comments for me. I'm definitely looking for as many as possible. Okay guys, and there you have all the manga I picked up for this Halloween. This is definitely the best Halloween I've ever had with all this manga. I hope you guys are having a great one as well. But that was my quick Halloween time manga haul. So I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great rest of your Halloween season.